New chat filter for creators and moderators. Tap for funding to find super chats. Okay, whatever that's about. So, it's Wednesday the 13th, September. The temperatures at the moment, I think, because I didn't really check it really, other than I did have a check this morning, it's 29. It's sunny, cloudy. I would say it's more cloudy than sunny. But going back to, as I said at the beginning, I'm going to be checking my 10-day weather report and seeing if today was the same. I got, Michael, you made it. You're top man. Well done for getting in first person. So, yeah. And on my 10-day weather report for Wednesday, I don't know what it is. It's, to my head, it's Wednesday, but I know it's in my head it's Tuesday, but I think it's Wednesday today, isn't it? Definitely Wednesday. Anyway, it said it was 29, sunny, cloudy, so that's pretty good. Now, on Friday, at the moment, it's saying we've got 40% rain. Now, on the 10-day weather thing, didn't have anything like that, other than there's a big drop in temperature. So that would be interesting to see if that ever comes true. Yogi asked yesterday on the chat, like I said, I do look at the chat later on after I've finished, and just to see if there's any questions that people want to ask me and things like that. And Yogi asked about the hip. Top man for asking. Hip's fine. Last night, well, the day before, it's my first time I've gone actually had a walk with Bonnie around Camposol. I've never done that for over a year. And last night, I went on what I call my original walks, where I used to go around the outside of Camposol on A, and I actually went onto the Campo, and we walked all around the old footpaths, noticed a couple of changes. I haven't done that since COVID, so big improvement, Yogi, on the old hip. It's not 100%. People keep saying I'm dragging my left leg. I do try and bend it. It's difficult. I think I've been doing it for 20 years. I think I've always dragged my leg for some reason. Anyway, it is a lot better, and I'm going out walking a lot better now. So that's the good. Now I've got to do a big shout out for Steve Lee May. You're a top man, because he contributed to my coffee fund. As I mentioned before, I have to pay for things. So any contributions in my coffee fund is a big yeah, if you can, not asking for much, but if you want to contribute, please do. Anyway, Steve, you're a top man for buying me a nice big coffee. So today's topic, still got SK with Steve, as I should say. Now, Steve was asking, if you were moving to Spain again, would you still choose Camposol or another part of Spain? That's a good question, that. Because I think, now that person you could hear there, that's the wife doing the gardening. And so it's all the dust in the air, isn't it? Anyway, he's asking about that. And I thought that's a good question, that, because I think when we first started looking in Spain, obviously I've been going to Malaga area most of my life, and I liked it down Malaga way, but it's just the cost. But also, Malaga was getting so busy. Even some of the outer villages, right? We used to go to Cartama, those villages are turned into towns now. They got the high-speed lines, they got dual carriageways. It just got so busy. I'm not into that. I don't, thankfully here, we got the dual carriageway, the RM3, probably about, I don't know, a couple hundred yards away. And you don't really hear it. You don't really hear the traffic at all. Weekends, it does get a little bit busy, but that's because you've got traffic coming back. But at night time, nothing. But if I was living in a big area like Malaga and that probably would annoy me. But would I choose another area? To be quite honest, I probably wouldn't. I still think I would come back to Camposol. The only reason I can't believe with Camposol, it's got everything here. One of the biggest bonuses, which I don't go on about. Anyway, I'm just going to turn this around so you can get a view of the manky weather, is what was it? The big so the biggest thing about Camposol to me, it's got everything that I need here. You know, I mean, and I'm talking about supermarket, I'm on about the bank, I'm on about money exchange, I'm on about... The only thing I don't think it's really got on Camposol is a good car mechanics place. But there are guys that, travelling mechanics that go around, they're about, but outside of Camposol, there are plenty of places where you can take your car. And what I'm on about mainly is obviously, there's loads of Spanish places that you can take your car, but when you've got a problem with your language, I know you can use Google Translate, but it's nice to be able to speak. It's a bit like going to the doctors, isn't it? To get the right things done. It's got everything here. That's it. That's what I was trying to explain. You don't pay a community charge. Now, a lot of places, a lot of urbanisations around Spain, you pay a community charge. And especially if you've got like a golf resort. I know we don't class Camposol as a golf resort, but it has got a golf course, 18-hole golf course. So we don't pay a community charge. There's been talk about that ever since I've been here. Will it happen? I don't think it will ever happen, but then don't take my word for that. And I think that is a bonus, because there are a lot of places that do pay community charge. And I think it's something that's not really explained when you're buying property. Is, well, they show you a property, they show you a community pool, they should mention that there will be a fee, and I think a lot of them do, but what they don't really mention is whoever sets the community fee, usually it goes up. You've got no say in the matter unless you're part of that syndicate. Some people do pick a president or something, and you have a meeting each year, but usually if the cost's gone up, especially the gardening costs, then they put the price up, and you got no say in the matter. And I was talking to an agent a while back, and he was just saying that's one of the drawbacks about community fees, is you got no control on that. Yeah, and some places admittedly do go down in price, depending on, especially a lot of the golf resorts. If it's a full place, then I'd imagine obviously more people pay, it will go down, but most of these places it's ongoing charges, and they put the charges up, and they don't really explain that, I don't think, a lot, especially if you watch The Place in the Sun and things like that. They don't really sort of explain that more. I think they should, because that's obviously got to be in the cost. So hopefully that's answered the question, Steve, on that. I'd probably, if I was moving again, I'd probably still end up on Camposol, to be honest. I mean, the other side of all this is the price of property. And I think that's the main draw here, is the price of property. You'll find a lot of new property here in Spain. It's because the cost of land's gone up a lot more now. So the builders are building smaller properties, or smaller, making them more compact. But obviously still asking the same price. So that's another thing to think about, I think. I mean, obviously you can get nice big property, but then you pay a nice big price for it. So hope that was interesting today, guys. So tomorrow I've got another one. I'll tell you what, I think now, but still, as always, if you've got a question, add it onto the comments, or add it to the end of the below the video. Let me know, and I will put it down on the list. But at the moment I've got well over 2 weeks of everyday chit chat. I've only got 18 in the house today. Obviously everybody's busy. Don't forget the thumbs. I've only got 10 thumbs, so I'll get the thumbs up. So anyway, I'll just turn it around now, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Not a great day with the weather, really cloudy, but you know, hey ho, it's still warm. That's the main thing. Have a great day, guys. Adios, amigos.